Specialised cells carry out particular functions in plants. They develop unique subcellular structures. Subcellular structures means smaller than cell, so cell organelles such as the cell wall and chloroplasts. Eukaryotic organisms like plants are made up of many specialised cells. For example, root hair cells, xylem cells, and phloem cells. For the exam, you need to be able to recognise, draw and interpret images of these 3 cell types and also link their structure to their function. So let's start by having a look at the function of a root hair cell. Root hair cells absorb water and mineral ions from the soil. This is a root hair cell and plants have got many of them. Water moves into root hair cells as well as mineral ions. So how exactly are root hair cells specialised to absorb water and mineral ions? Root hair cells have long, thin extensions that poke out into the soil, increasing the surface area for absorption. This is the root hair. It's an adaptation to increase the surface area of the cell that's in contact with the soil to maximise the uptake of water and mineral ions. Going all the way around the edge of the cell is the cell wall. This beige colour, which fills some of the middle of the cell, is the vacuole. And just above the vacuole, this reddish-orange blob is the nucleus. Remember, there are other structures inside the root hair cell, and the ones that are shown aren't always in these specific positions. For example, this cell also has mitochondria and ribosomes like other plant cells do. The mitochondria provide the energy needed to move mineral ions from the soil into the plant, and the ribosomes offer protein synthesis. Take note of the vacuole as well. In the root hair cell, there's a large vacuole for storage and to increase the movement of water by osmosis across the cell. You need to be able to explain these adaptations of a root hair cell for your exam. How is the water absorbed by the roots transported through the plant? The xylem transports water and mineral ions. Xylem cells form long tubes that run from the roots up through the plant stem to other parts of the plant. Inside the xylem in this diagram, you can see water that's moving upwards. Inside the water, there are also mineral ions. These arrows indicate the direction in which the water and mineral ions flow. The process of this constant upwards flow of water and mineral ions is called transpiration. Transpiration is a one-way flow from the roots to the leaves. Let's look at how the cells of the xylem have been specialised to transport this water and mineral ions. Xylem tubes are made from elongated dead cells. A tip for remembering that the xylem is made up of dead cells is to remember that xylem starts with an X and dead cells are X living cells. The side walls are reinforced with lignin to support the plant. In this diagram, you can see that there are no end walls between the cells. This is what makes the xylem like a tube. Not only that, but the cells are elongated or stretched out. The xylem also has a thick wall that's been strengthened by lignin. Take a note of this slide. You need to be able to explain each of these adaptations for your exam. So the last example that you need to know about is the phloem. So what's the function of phloem? The phloem transports dissolved sugars and amino acids. This process requires energy, which is supplied by the cells outside of the tube. This is the phloem. Inside of the phloem are dissolved sugars or sap. There are also amino acids which are being transported in the phloem for storage or for immediate use by the plant. These external cells shown in the diagram supply the energy required for the transport of these sugars and amino acids through the phloem. So how are the cells of the phloem tube specialised to transport the sugar made in photosynthesis around the plant? Phloem tubes are made from living cells arranged end to end. These cells lack a nucleus and have pores in their end walls. This allows cytoplasm to flow between cells, carrying sugars and amino acids. So phloem cells are alive and they're arranged end to end. They contain cytoplasm which flows through the holes of the sieve plates between cells, taking small molecules with it. You need to be able to explain each of these adaptations for your exam.
Thanks for watching. If you want to take your GCSE revision to the next level, head over to launchpadlearning.com and check out our smart learning platform that's been designed to get you top results in your exams. We cover your whole specification and make revision fun with interactive quizzes, easy to follow videos, and more. You'll be kept motivated by your own AI tutor who's here to support you every step of the way. To check it out for yourself, click here. Or click here to keep watching a selection of the videos from our full GCSE Biology course. See you there!